Yeah, sure. Good. Yeah, there's so many. What if we like would it be realistic to do like alternate like first Friday or first a X day of the month we do the most secret thing. Next Friday we do Tyranny of Dragons. Next one we do Wild Mount. Do you know what I mean? It would just be like doing all three campaigns, but in an alternating. Do you know what I mean? It would confuse the hell out of all of us because we would be jumping from character to character every single week. So that would probably not work very well. Maybe with two campaigns we could switch off every other week, but I don't think three would be a good idea. True. Okay, yeah. Well, we could the Monday night slot we could or the Saturday afternoon slot we could like merge at some point and do like just one of those games and either do it Saturday afternoon or Monday night. That one's good. There's a lot of secrets I hope you guys find still. There's so many good ones that I really hope you find. Yeah. Kind of started at the end game and now you get to decide what it is. You're getting all of the money that will pay for it when you're not spending it in the dimensional maze. If you can get to you'll probably be able to get to the treasure room of the Seeker's Tower for what you lost. Yeah. I honestly, I'm in love with all three of the ages, but I think I had the most fun setting up Neaedra with all of the demon encounters and all of the weird shit that goes on there. There's some puzzles that I'm hoping you to date, like at the Great Library. If you don't end up liking them, I might just you could bypass them. But there's some stuff that I had fun making, so we'll see. That's I've learned a ton from the experience of DMing this, like of how to do it better. So it's good. It's been good. I have it written up. It's a document that's like 62,000 words long. I consult it every time we play. It's actually 83,000 words. Do they? Because if that's a thing, I could seriously consider trying to convert it and actually sell it. Although, I guess on DM's Guild, but I would make a pittance for that. Might be worth looking into. Yeah. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Thanks. Yeah. Cool. What? To be clear, I haven't actually seen any of the John Wick movies, so I assume that just means burn to the ground. Right. Yeah, I've heard the gist. It's made its way into pop culture. He is very handsome. I'm trying to make it so it's just him. There we go. What? Oh.
All right, is that check? 1, 2, mic check, mic check.
Hello.
All right, giggity. Tyranny of Dragons launch game. My apologies. Had to do a Target run for some diapers and
No worries.
some wipes. And
Har har
if,
har.
if it was for me, we'd have completely different conversations.
Jim,
I am, yes. You want to say hi?
I was just gonna get
You can make it on camera. It's fine. They're adults. They know people kiss.
Hi, Mike Russell.
Hi, Mike Russell.
Right.
Katie and Mike.
Did Mike know that I was listening to the thing this morning? Well, he does because I said hi through you.
I don't think he does.
Yeah.
So Sarah was also watching you doing Magic the Gathering because I had it on the TV in the
I
spec
had
room.
zero idea what was happening with the game, but it was kind of like karaoke and it was fun.
Yeah, she said she had no idea what was going on, but it was kind of like karaoke, so it was fun.
Nice.
Yikes. Sarah's already gone.
Sarah's gone, dude.
No.
She left. And you're talking to Mike too. Hello. I'm great,
No.
thanks. How are you? Take care. Happy Halloween. Sure. There's Dave. Your camera's working.
Hey, here we are. All right. As we last left off, the carnival had assaulted the hunting lodge and was able to immediately take Talus the White captive as she surrendered rather than put up a fight. Upon revealing her motivations and offering pretty much all the information you wanted, well, why don't we have the wings tonight instead then? Because I really don't want burrito pie, I'll be honest.
Great flow there, Mike.
Sorry.
Are we streaming at the moment?
Yes.
Wow.
All right. So, as Talus the White had surrendered and revealed her true motivations, anger had overtaken one younger guard, and he assaulted her, knocking her unconscious, almost killing her. Restrained by his friends, they had a conversation about killing hostages before they give the information. You wait and then kill them.
You gotta not kill them immediately.
Sark's
I've
like,
heard
they're
sometimes when
useless.
people are motivated by money and people are motivated to worship dragons, and that person just happened to be doing both. So I saw red and I guess I went feral.
You know, you
I'll
are
try to exercise
absolutely
this.
reasonable to be despising somebody who worships dragons and who does it for money. That is pretty despicable. But they do have potentially usefulness to us alive rather than dead. They will
I'm
get what's
sorry.
coming to them, don't worry.
I'm sorry if any of my actions brought shame upon any of you.
You did not bring shame on anyone, except, I mean, by pointing out her shame because she's evil and engages in evil practices. So
Sark goes,
the only one who is ashamed or should be ashamed around here is I point to Talus the White.
Sark's like, yeah, man, it's okay. Just knock the bitch out next time. Wait till she gives us the information, then kill her.
Pretty good.
So you take the unconscious Talus the White back to Castle Neotar.
We take her to the dungeon, I assume, and chain her up.
Giggity.
Do we have a dungeon?
I
or
mean,
chains?
Like, you have quite the underground facility here, so you know there could be a dungeon over here.
I feel like I need to give you a picture of this to use for Crochet's token.
Yes.
I forgot about that, dude.
Yeah, Froggy's like hanging down. Oh no, actually, Froggy got promoted, so it's Splattergoo is his assistant down here.
I've been thinking about Splattergoo, and I have a weird feeling that he's gonna like turn on us, just out of like a petty nastiness kind of syndrome style from The Incredibles, where his whole angry motivation is that his name is Splattergoo. Or that maybe he has an actual name, but we refuse to even try to pronounce it and just call him Splattergoo, and he's gonna like turn on us because of that. That was just thoughts I've been having randomly. I don't,
Nice.
you know, not necessarily canon, or take of them at what you will.
I will say that that was his name that was given to him upon birth. So if he has any
Upon birth,
or upon spawning, rather.
What? Right. Whatever. When he was a tadpole.
Yeah.
Presumably.
Yeah, it was given to him. So, you know, if he should be angry at anybody, he should be angry at his parental units.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
So, Froggy Boucher comes up and goes, well, hello there, Mr. Rattle and Mr. Yuggle.
Hello, Froggy Boucher.
I got the muds all nice and cleaned up for you guys. It's very
excellent.
Nice and healthy. I use some high quality H2O.
Would you happen to have any mud that is like, I don't know what is possible to do with mud? That's your art, not mine. But could it like, is it feasible for you to have like some mud that will imprison a person? Like we put them in it and they stick so much they can't leave, and then we can like interrogate them with the mud and possibly threaten them by lowering them deeper into the mud and, you know, kind of thing. Is that a thing that's feasible?
I think Younger quickly chimes in and says, that sounds a lot like quicksand.
Well, sure, but it's just mud, and we're lowering them into it, and we control how, you know, now it's your feet are in it, and now your knees are in it, and like they're not coming out again. So when it gets up to here, you know, they're gonna start getting nervous, and then when it's right up to their head, they'll be like anxious to talk because they can keep talking.
You know? He interjects again. Also, depending on the clay content in the soil, we could perhaps bake him into it.
We could have you standing there producing flame, just cooking the clay slowly and curing it and like encouraging them. You know, the longer you take, the harder it's going to be to get you out of this if you get out of it. And, if you survive being cooked from the inside by baking clay all around your body. There's all sorts of...
Why don't you just put him in a big fucking clay bowl? With like the horns.
I mean, what kind of facilities does Splattergoo have for his mud that we might be able to put
tea leaves for that kind of stuff? But
so, you guys basically have the entirety of this area. if you remember over here, there's some water.
We're careful.
Like you have like the little underground lake. It's about 6 foot deep. You could probably like make somebody really miserable there.
Let's not get too elaborate about it. Let's just question her and see what she knows, and then decide her fate.
Oh yeah, there's all kinds of stuff.
Now that I think about it, there's no need to make an excessive show of this. We just need to interrogate her and move on.
You could put her in the centipede room.
Yeah, let's do that.
There's
With
a
some mud
centipede
nearby to keep, like, we'll put her in a bucket of mud in the centipede room so that she's stuck in the mud and the centipedes are, like, intrigued by the sense of food-rich soil that they can smell nearby, and it'll take them a little while to get into the bucket. But when they do, she better have talked. You know what I mean?
This reminds me of the milk bath.
Don't tell me what that is.
It's fantastic. It's
Nope.
horrific.
So, the centipede room.
So, the centipede room.
I would much rather talk about the centipede room.
Let's talk.
We take Talus down here, and we throw some mud at her. Yeah. I get Splattergoo to just give her a good dousing with some of his richest loam that the centipedes love, and then we will introduce her to the centipedes as she is coming to consciousness, and we will say,
You hear Sark in the background going, "Really, guys, this is kind of fucked up. I mean, like,
tell us all useful things, or succumb to the centipedes."
and like
Younger,
this-
do you have any specific?
I have no desire to further cause any harm to this, well, treasonous wench, but I also won't be saving
Aside from
you.
the deep psychological harm we are causing her right now?
I
It's
have
like
no
she-
desire to go ahead and save her either.
Wait! I already agreed to tell you. What the fuck are you doing? Like, Jesus Christ! I already told you. I tell you everything. What? Get
Who is
around
this
me.
Jesus Christ by whom you swear? Fascinating. Tell me about your native religion. Do you worship a monotheistic god?
I don't worship anything. There is no. Just get me out of here. What the fuck?
Do you worship only one god? Is it Tiamat?
I don't worship
You
anything.
silly
Just let me out of
fool.
here, but coin.
Right, coin. That's what motivated you, right? Coin. Nothing else but coin.
It's like the centipedes start crawling up her face.
What did you do for coin? Tell us specifically, but rapidly, because, well, I pluck one right off her face. This one's a little bit too frenzied.
How much money does Younger technically have?
A lot.
575 gold pieces on my character sheet.
That's a lot. That would set up a commoner and their family for 3 generations. If they spent it wisely.
She's
So-
like, wait. The cult, they acquired a friendly roost in Skyreach Castle. It's a forest built by
All
cloud
right,
giants.
let's take her out of the centipede.
As you guys just like grab her by the back, or Younger grabs her by the back of the chair that she's chained to and just drags her out.
What do you think we should do with her? Oh, has Bruno arrived?
Has Bruno arrived?
Yes.
I see a Bruno.
So this
the
person
silhouette
was-
of a Bruno.
Actively aiding the cult of the dragon for money. Didn't seem to care that it would ultimately result in summoning of Tiamat if the cult's aims were met. Seemed fine with that if they just got paid. So we've gotten information from them. We know about their cloud giant castle and where it's parked. What should we do with them? Frankly, I see no use for their life to continue, seeing as how all they desire to do is get paid, and that will cause the world to go down in flames, and they could say, fuck that. So people like that we could do with far fewer of walking around.
No, we had a deal.
What deal?
I was gonna set up the orphanage. Remember the charity? We had a deal.
Oh, right, you were, yes. Yeah,
And we're getting 8%? 10%?
10.
I remember the orphanage deal, yeah.
Mm.
What do you think, Younger? Or you, Bruno, what do you think?
I suppose we could
We could give her a
Give
chance.
her a chance. Ugh. Those words taste terrible coming out of my mouth.
Oh, they're not that bad.
I'll even get you in the castle.
Sure.
And will you stab us in the back the second you have more coin offered to you?
Probably not, because I think you're going to kill them all.
You're right about that.
Okay, so
I suppose the thing we really need to let you know conclusively is that if we do let you go, and you do not follow through on your promise to open an orphanage and materially benefit all of the people that you have previously hurt with your cruelty and greed, we will find you and kill you painfully over many days, possibly in front of your loved ones. So there's that.
Just a gentle reminder, he may be making threats, but
I'm not making threats.
I can turn into animals, and just guarantee you this will happen. I can turn into things that will be very painful.
believe
I can rip your mind apart while he rips your body apart.
She's just nodding her head. I believe you. Trust me. I just, at this point, I realized that the safest thing and
Rethinking your life choices.
the safest thing
That's
I can
good.
do is
That's
just
a good
be
start.
loyal, because I realize that you guys definitely will back up what you say.
Safest thing you can do is be loyal.
I have an
And yet
idea.
your loyalty was for sale before this. Your loyalty was to Tiamat. The safest thing for you to do is be loyal. Should you not then stay loyal to Tiamat? Because surely if you defy her and cause her cult to be wrecked because of our actions, she will be very angry with you in the afterlife. Have you considered that? Not that I care.
Not really. I kind of always thought that they were doomed for failure anyway. I literally didn't think they would get this far, so, you know.
And yet you helped them do it anyway. You helped them get this far. They
hunting
got this far
lodge.
in part because of you.
Just ran the hunting
I just want you to perhaps think a little more critically about your decisions and a little bit less, prioritizing only you as if no other sapient humanoid in the world has any rights at all. That behavior just really irritates, and it drives younger very, very, as you can see.
Side note, if we need to restrain her, I can ask my tree friend outside to just wrap her
We
up tight.
do have, truly the ways we have to torment you are endless. But I don't think more tormenting is needed.
Less
I think
torment.
we've made our point quite clearly.
More keeping her silent.
My silence.
I'm just concerned that we're overdoing the fear a little bit, because we don't want her to take out all of her terror and her trauma on the orphans she's going to be sheltering.
Well, I wasn't trying
So
to
maybe
cause
we should
fear
add a
and
clause that, she's not directly involved with caring for the children because she's proven herself not to be fit for that. She'll just be the money source. She'll funnel money to the charity. She will see that it gets done by good people.
I know
And,
the perfect person, Miss Hannigan.
Perhaps what we can instill in her today is the wisdom to spot a truly good person who will use the money that you will funnel to them for good reasons. Those people exist. They can be hard to spot, because when they advertise them, their natures openly, they are exploited and preyed upon. So naturally, they tend to keep low key, the smarter ones, anyway. But they may be found with some searching and some words to the right people. We can arrange things for you, I think.
I will keep my silence.
At this point, have we considered long rested? Or
you guys haven't stopped yet.
Okay.
Perhaps we shall long rest then.
Yeah. Froggy comes up and goes, if you wouldn't mind, gentlemen, I could take care of her. There's actually a space that they would put the individuals that were bunglers, as you may say.
I think she has everything she needs. She ought to be out of her way, don't you think? To Neverwinter to get that business started. That's a lot to do.
How are you going to get in the castle without me?
Why don't you tell us how to get in there?
I was just gonna walk you in the front door.
Walk us in the front door.
Mm-hmm.
You could do that? You have that authority?
Yes.
Perfect. I snap my fingers and I cast Disguise Self, and now I am Talus the White. We have no further need of you.
I will take my leave if that's okay.
Proceed.
And she fucks right off.
We, meanwhile, shall recover our magical and biological resources and prepare to go to the castle. I will also resummon my demon because he died.
And
Hey.
I just got here.
Hello.
What's up? I made it.
Looking handsome today, Drew.
Thanks. It will very quickly turn
you
into a
always do.
sunburn. I was outside for too long.
And his
I was gonna say, you look a little
bookshelves
tan.
are made of rich mahogany and has many books.
Many books. I think it's IKEA style. Thank you though. We're going with mahogany. Ugh.
Stay classy, San Diego.
Yeah, right.
All right.
Alright,
So,
I've got all my
you guys
shit.
go up
back.
to the castle. Stay in your rooms. Have a nice little feast. Fed to you by the bullywug and lizard people staff.
Do we have are there any markets nearby where we could buy healing potions? Perchance?
Not by the castle, but the town of Parnast is a 3 days walk from,
Which is where we're headed.
which
Right.
is where you're headed.
Yeah.
Alright. Let's
Got
let's head out.
Any need you guys think in the next day or so to pass without trace, or can I maybe prepare another spell?
It is good to have, but it only lasts an hour, so it's not great for overland travel. But if you want to prepare it and then cast it multiple times just to make our trip stealthier for one day, that would possibly bypass random encounters along the way because we'd be super quiet.
I was considering something else. I was considering this. Well, that puts up the text. It does not. Hold on.
Healing Spirit's good. Here's another question: are we taking any of the following with us? Mr. Bear, Roger, Tree Buddy.
I say yes to all of the above.
Roger probably wouldn't get around very well in the town if your object is for stealth.
And again, for stealth, Tree Buddy is not. People are going to notice a tree where there wasn't a tree before, especially if it's moving.
Oh, I thought we're still taking them with us. But like when we actually go to invade the castle, I think they were just going to be part of the foot soldiers with us.
Okay. I mean, we should probably. I could send in Murmur Invisible to scout out the castle, and I could go in disguised as Talus and look around. But yeah, can we have interrogated her while we had her just retroactively to roleplay it out? That we got like information about the patrol routes inside the castle and like the shift change times and stuff. The times that she would usually be checking in, so that I can convincingly fake her personality and her routine there.
She also gave you the her rank insignia and
Awesome.
her sword.
Okay.
Because remember, they use their swords to show off their rank, the colors of their robes and their swords.
Yeah, which chromatic dragon, which chromatic head, etc., etc.
Right.
I think we learned that fairly early on when we bungled it.
Yeah. Okay.
Like,
So
especially
let's bring the tree with us, but I would suggest leave Mr. Bear in the care of Froggy Boucher, and Roger the Roper's probably not gonna. He'd need a carriage just to get around at more than 10 feet per round anyway, so we can do without Roper. Roger, I think.
Yeah, we'll be okay.
All right.
Froggy Boucher goes. Starts with you guys too. Goes. I would consider it an honor to join you, gentlemen. And he pulls out a rapier.
Froggy Boucher, what class levels do you have? Tell me honestly.
I am a valet and a mudkeeper.
Fighter 1, got it. He's coming with us.
Listen, there are some pretty big rats in the basement of this castle.
Oh, they are.
If you could just if you're gonna do a solo adventure, so you got to be real careful, okay? You want to go in. I'll give him a quick 10-minute pep talk about how to go in carefully, aggro out one rat at a time, kite them while he stabs them, conserve his healing resources to maximize his XP gain, and I'll basically guide him through
The initial how to grind XP in the basement.
The basement of our castle is like a level 1 dungeon. So
Oh my
I
God.
tell him, you know.
Now
You want to be a monk? Do you want to be a wizard? Do you want to be a rogue, a fighter? What?
Hold on. There's an easier way. We do technically do shared XP Pokemon style. So if we just go murder something, he'll get a little tiny share of it.
We could have him in our party.
Yeah, you.
What if we took him with us as far as Parnast and just random encountered?
Yeah, we do XP share stuff. It's fine.
Yeah.
I have a quick idea, guys. Humor me on this one.
Go for
I
it.
promise you,
It does not have to be quick.
Guys, let's give Froggy Boucher a chance. Maybe he's a much better fighter than we realized. Froggy,
Well, I feel like we should ask Froggy, like, what are his stats?
Yes,
what does his interest lie? Does he want to be a martial character or a spellcaster? Those kind of things.
Just 1 second here.
I think
front and center, please.
Froggy comes up and goes, I bite and I stab.
Okay, Froggy. And I take a
And I
defensive
turn
stance.
myself invisible.
I take
Do
a
a
defensive stance.
rogue,
And I
Hit
jump
me.
an arcane
really
trickster.
high.
You could do
Hit
an
me,
eldritch
Froggy.
knight fighter. You could do
Hit
a
me.
monk with your unarmed bite
Hit you,
attack.
Froggy hit you? Okay.
Yeah, just hit me, Froggy. I actually want to see like how hard Froggy can hit.
3d6 sneak attack.
You missed. You missed, Froggy. Try again.
Well, hang on. Let's look. So he has plus
Okay.
0. No, he has plus 3 to his attack rolls and plus
He's-
Come on,
3 to
Froggy.
his dead.
You can do this.
He's gotta be a rogue. He can turn
So his
invisibility into a
dex,
frog.
it's either dex or strength, and it's only 12.
How do we
so
not?
he's-
How do we not make this frog follower our rogue?
He could be a rogue. Yeah.
Like
Stealth
think like
plus
Alfred.
3.
Yeah, he's gonna be like Alfred. You know, like he's gonna be a butler,
He could
a
be
valet.
a guardian of the castle. Like if
Yeah.
people come who aren't supposed to be there, he offers them. You know, he's the valet, and then if they don't behave, he sneak attacks them
Stop
with
trying.
his rapier that
Here,
was
hit me.
invisible, and suddenly you're taking 8d6.
Yeah, no, I'm
So
down for
this,
that.
this is what it looks like.
Why don't you just have a unlimited
It's-
source
this
of
is-
stuffed
this-
animals?
This is because I collect stuffed animals. Did you know
Oh,
that?
okay. I didn't know that. You just had every time you just pull a new one from off frame.
I
I'd say you
have
had
a shit ton of them.
yeah, I say you had a suspiciously specific amount.
This one I got recently, and it's called the Riverside Rambler Frog. I presume because he's got a little coat and bow tie on, so he's like a respectable frog. And I said to Mike that this has to be. I named him Froggy Boucher after the NPC, so this is
Perfect.
the avatar of Froggy Boucher.
Okay. Well,
NPC.
I think we take Froggy Boucher with us.
Yeah, let's. We could probably get him like at least to level 1 because he's level 0 at the moment. I don't know how much.
I'm realizing there was potential earlier in the campaign to get an owlbear, and I could have been a cavalier fighter with an owlbear mount. But yep, here we are.
Mr. Bear would need time to grow, and the cult was active now. So in
yeah,
the
I'm
future,
very-
maybe you
But
can.
I'm very tiny. So
Froggy also hucks
True.
a spear.
oh, nice. Ooh,
Oh, that will hit.
hits.
My AC's 18.
So he hucks it at you and hits you for 7 piercing.
Wait, why is my armor class 30?
that's probably
That's
not right.
What?
No.
I have a wooden shield.
That might be your
And-
movement, dude. You're looking at your movement.
Armor class says 30. I'll take a screenshot and send it to you.
Uh,
What? What happened here?
Do I have 2 action surges? No, I don't. Not yet. Ugh.
All right.
Cool.
So you have Froggy. You rename him.
Roll.
Froggy Boucher. Hey, he's got an AC of 15.
It ain't bad.
Little hide
Fortunately.
armor.
Fortunately, we're level 9 now, so everything kind of beats that. But you know what? That's okay.
Hey, he got lucky.
Yeah.
All right. Zark's like, all right, guys.
Oh, there we go. My AC is 18. Fixed it.
Oh, good. Let's go. Let's have fun storming the castle.
Wow.
We need another one. Like one for each of us. We'll have a summer castle. What do you say? This one fucking flies.
I do like having a flying castle, but it is a cloud giant castle, and even if we kill the cloud giants who live in it, and if we fly it around, first of all, it's giant size, so it's going to be super inconvenient for us, and also other cloud giants are probably not going to be okay with small folk, as they call us, taking over a cloud giant castle. But it's worth a try.
Fuck it, let's do it. Yeah.
We head out to Parnast with Froggy Boucher in tow.
And gang.
And Tree
Froggy
Buddy.
Boucher and gang.
Well, just Froggy Boucher and Tree Buddy, I assume. And Murmur.
Excuse me, Mr. Tree. Is it okay if Froggy Boucher, I'm assuming you'd want to ride, hops up on you and just rambles along?
Let him get exercise. He needs to work on his endurance too.
Well, I was thinking you maybe
Adventurers sometimes walk all day.
Okay, ignore your tokens up at the top.
Got it, dude.
Tree frog. Can be a tree frog, yes. Sorry, probably more amusing than it should be.
Alright, we got everybody here. Can somebody move Froggy? Okay, cool. Mike, you got control of Froggy.
I need a better picture than that, so I'm going to find one right now.
Nice. You guys walk for several hours down the hill from the hunting lodge, kind of staying off the main road, just kind of trying to stay hidden with Tree Buddy, kind of ducking and dodging in between. And eventually you come across younger. What's your passive perception?
Please hold. Passive perception is 19.
You smell a fire, campfire. Nummy things on the campfire. But
I can convey that to the group.
so that means that there's people around somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Is it cold out? Like, is it a campfire because they're trying to stay warm, or is it that they're cooking?
I said, yeah, smells nummy. There's cooking.
Okay. Right, but I'm also curious if it's cold out, just in general.
Well, yeah, it's
Or is it only
up
for
on the
cooking?
mountain. So
Okay.
it's chilly. It's very chilly. As you see,
Is Froggy's character sheet in our journal? Because
Yeah,
I don't
it should
see
be.
it.
hang on, let me make sure.
I see Froggy Boucher and the Creatures on Mulstis character sheet.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, I'm
Mike's beer.
removing this
Mike's beer.
image because it has to be better. I demand higher quality frog images in my D&D.
Nice.
Froggy Boucher. Oh man,
How
I
do get
totally
rid of
want to
this
see him be a
awful
berserker.
frog? There we go.
All right. Are you guys coming up on the campfire, or are you just checking it out right now?
I think we need to investigate this as stealthily as possible. Figure out how many there are, friend or foe. You know, see if there's are they wearing uniforms? Is there kind of like rank insignias? Like the typical things that you would scout for.
All right. Go ahead and give me a. No, wait. Your passive perception is 19. Don't bother. You see, there's a gentleman dressed in a lot of finery, with 3 knights with a sash across and a pin on the same pin on their lapel, kind of indicating that they are officers, maybe like guard for this guy. There are also 3 gentlemen that are dressed in black that are sitting by the campfires themselves.
Not sure what to do with this information. Still thinking. Is this anything that we would have been told about by what's her face? I can't remember her name. Something the White.
No. Like, these guys are a crazy random happenstance.
Mike, what do you think? Drew, anything?
To be honest, I'm still trying to work on this frog token. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
I'm barely listening.
Nope. So do you think we
I
should try
get
to
weirdly obsessive about stuff like this.
Do you think we should try to engage with them in conversation? Or do you think we should?
Were these just campers or something?
Well, it's obviously a noble and his retinue.
Okay. We could probably talk to them. Just try one more thing.
Uh,
Nice.
Yes, I made it appear. Okay, I'm satisfied.
Nice. Oh, nice. So what do you guys do?
Okay, so what the fuck is going on? I'm
All
sorry.
right. I'll repeat. That's okay. So
when you repeat, I'm gonna go sneak away to grab something to drink. I'll be right back.
yes, there's a campfire with a gentleman dressed in finery, with a retinue that looks like 3 knights with a red sash across and a clasp right here. Look like they're officers, probably to him because he has the same pin. And then there's 3 gentlemen dressed in black that are just kind of sitting off to the side, tending individual fires, just kind of sitting off by themselves.
What do the sash and pins? Is there any sigil or signet I recognize there?
Not really.
Okay. Do they seem to be dressed like cultists?
No, they seem to be dressed like a rich fop and his retinue.
What about the 3 dudes in black? You said.
Yes.
What are they doing? Just standing over there?
They're just kind of chilling, like sitting off to the side, like each one minding their own business, kind of hanging back in the shadows a little bit.
Okay. I'm gonna suggest that the rest of have they noticed us? Any of us?
No, hang on. Come on. Roll. Nope.
Okay. I will suggest then that everybody stays back but nearby, and I will approach out the woods as a solitary traveler, ask after their business, and
That's
then
persuasion. Perception.
if they are hostile to us, we can I'll signal to you to call down the thunder on them, i.e. attack. And if not, we can just move on.
Go.
Froggy kind of nods and slips into the shadows. Go ahead and roll me a stealth for him. I think he has like stealth +6 or something like that. If you just there it is. Yeah.
His
He's kinda-
stats are so bad. We're actually seriously going to make him into like an NPC character we take with us. We should probably like. Well, I mean, we don't have to. It's just more complicated stuff to run, but he's probably just going to die in any combat that breaks out. He has 11 hit points.
He kind of jumps in the water and kind of slows down, but goes downstream. You guys don't quite see him.
My passive perception is 12, so yes, I do see him.
Yes, you do see him. Their
Just
passive
barely,
perceptions
though.
are 10.
Barely. Okay. So Froggy's in position. Y'all okay with me going up and announcing myself first as a solitary guy and seeing what they're about? And
Yeah.
if we attack them, what should I yell? Like, what should I call out to the woods to summon vengeful allies of mine? Pancakes, maybe? I don't know. Just pick a word I wouldn't accidentally say.
Percussionist.
Percussionist. Okay.
Have
If I say anything percussionist, I will. That will be the signal for you to descend and attack. And then I will just kind of arrange myself. I will make my clothes a bit less kempt, and I will put a little bit of dirt on my face, not so it looks like I've got an obviously dirty face that I can't wash, but just like, you know, I've been out traveling for a day and it's just a bit dusty. Then I will kind of approach the camp, making obvious my presence by stepping on twigs and stuff and being like, "Hello there. Who be this that I meet in the woods?"
You see a tall, rotund man stand up with a black breastplate that is gold trimmed, with once again his family crest on the shoulder, dressed in finery. It kind of looks like 10 pounds of shit stuffed in a 5-pound bag.
Okay.
Like the type of guy that probably shouldn't be out here, and obviously these are his hired help.
Oh, so like a noble,
Yeah,
meaning a rich asshole who can't do anything for himself because he's too much of an entitled shit to grow up and he's 32 years old.
Right, like season 1, season 2 Tyrion.
I have not watched that show, but sure.
Just go with it. He. What are you doing here? And more importantly, these guards. Why didn't you say anything? And the first guard looks up and goes, "Well, he was out in the open, my lord. I figured you would just see him walking up like we did. He did say hello. It's not like he was trying to attack."
I give a deep courtly bow, and I do say, "My apologies for coming upon your gathering unannounced, my good lord. May you please address this humble commoner with and inform me of the name of the great man to whom I am speaking." Just being very obsequious, not like too much, well, maybe yes, too much, but enough. You need to be too much with this type, and you know, yeah.
My name is Lord Eskel Rindarian.
I'm sorry, what? Did you just say Eskel Rendarian?
Did I not?
No, I was asking out of game.
Yeah, I said Eskel Rindarian because I couldn't think of another name.
Okay. That explains it. So this is, yeah. Greetings, Lord Rendarian. Come up out of my bow, keeping a respectful demeanor.
The knights have their hands on their swords, but they nod, realizing that
I have my weapon concealed, by the way. My rapier is kind of behind me, so it's not obvious.
Yeah, they
But I
can,
do have my flute. So I say, I am but a wandering minstrel traveling these woods. May I ask what my lord's pleasure is today out in the grove? What entertains thee today?
Oh, well, I went to this ridiculous hunting lodge trying to hunt stag, but they closed down. Everyone's
Yes,
abandoned.
I have heard that there was quite an incident at that lodge. Yes, the local news has been abuzz with rumors of all sorts of strange goings on there. Have you heard them?
That's just ridiculous. I've been out here hunting stag all week. I've seen nothing. I come back and they're all gone. But
Really, nothing. I have heard tales that of the lodge was being used as a base for a arm of a malevolent cult worshipping an evil dragon god.
oh well,
I
shouldn't
watch
believe
him
everything
really
you hear.
I watch him really carefully at his reaction to that.
Hang on. Go ahead and roll.
I met the DC.
Something doesn't sit right with you about this guy. Like, you're not obviously like a couple like ticks to his face, but also kind of the way he moves. Like sometimes he moves and like his face kind of shimmers a little bit.
Okay. And he said he hasn't heard anything about the evil dragon cult that I mentioned.
Not one little bit. Oh, I have no idea. I've just been hunting all week. Ask my men.
Oh, no. That's quite all right, sir. I believe you.
We had to carry all of his stuff. Unfortunately, we haven't had to carry any venison, so pickings have been slow.
I was gonna. How was the game? Have you had any success on your hunt?
The noble just kind of. I see you have a flute. If you can make yourself useful and entertaining, you can join us.
Well, okay. I say I would be happy to. And while I'm stepping forward, can I telepathically ask Murmur to fly, who's invisible above me, to fly back and basically whisper into Bruna and Younger's ears to advance as far as they can, as close as they can without being seen?
I didn't get the earrings.
Oh, okay, sure. But I can't speak into my ear in front of these people and be like, hey, I'm not talking to someone else in the woods.
Yeah, right.
So I will just telepathically tell Murmur to do it. And then I will cut him forward with my flute. And I will perform for them to try to distract them so that my party can surround them. And what I'm basically telling Murmur to convey is these people are targets. We are going to attack.
Murmur comes up and kind of.
Well, unless for some reason I had advantage on that roll, I got a natural 1 to perform for them. So I don't know how distracting or not that will be.
You had a little bit of spit in the flute, like when you started, like that really high pitched sound. I'll let you roll it again. Spit. Sorry.
My apologies. That's what it's supposed to sound like.
As this beautiful melody comes out of Radovan's flute, haunting, almost enchanting, a beautiful ditty.
And I'm hoping this noise and performance will cover for the sounds of not only my friends, but Tree Buddy gradually getting closer and closer to their camp. You know,
all right, so...
trees wave with the wind, and there's some. It's just trees, normal tree movement. That one's not getting closer. There's just closer than you thought it was a few minutes ago. Closer than you thought it was then too. That's fine. You know what I mean?
Yep. Mr. Cruz, go ahead and roll stealth with advantage for Tree Buddy, because you guys are in a swamp and he is a swamp tree.
Ooh, so that's D20 minus 2. D20. Yikes. Let's see.
Oi, did you see that tree move?
Oh, that is one of the fabled moving trees of the high moors of the Sword Coast. They are. I've heard of them. They move sometimes when the conditions are right. This is about the right time of day for them to shift. You may notice it move up to a foot at a time.
Roll deception.
That's what I was hoping you would say.
You hear one other knight speak up and go, "Hey, I heard them."
Peer pressure. Speak up so you sound smart.
Moving trees, eh? Fucking creepy, if you ask me.
Oh, they are quite creepy, yes. Some people have written extensive urban legends about them and how they, gradually creep closer and closer to parties who are camping at night and then all of a sudden slash down with their devastating branches, landing horrible blows that render people traumatized and comatose, sometimes for life. And I've hoped at this point I've been talking long enough for Tree Buddy to get kind of within 10 to 15 feet of the noble.
He can get about this far. Why don't you guys go ahead
and I'm building up to say the word
your-
percussionist, basically.
Put yourselves into position. Give me where you want. Give me a stealth roll with advantage.
In fact, I know one such tale of an urban legend of a nasty tree very like that, my lord. Perhaps you would like to hear it.
I might.
It is a very good tale, although, as I only have a flute, I could do it much better with some percussionist.
Wait, I didn't hear didn't see my stealth rolls.
Fair. Do that.
Okay.
21.
With advantage, so yeah, you guys are good.
Oh my god, this was perfect. I love this.
The way I'm figuring it is like I'm just kind of like
Oh, I should roll it. Behind
behind the tree. By the way,
I take it we're gonna get a surprise round on them.
Let's see. Probably.
That's good, because I rolled low. Oh my god, I'm just fucking doppelganger? What the hell? Oh my god! Sorry, that's meta. I don't know that. The crits and the crits.
well.
So y'all are my percussionists. That we're gonna tell them the story, the horrible story about the time a tree came and swung and cracked some people's heads. We're gonna enact it for them live with them as participants in the theater, the staging of this drama. And the best part is it's improv. They didn't know it was gonna happen until right now.
So let me get down to Rado.
I didn't roll initiative. Should I
go ahead.
roll initiative?
Yeah, go ahead and roll initiative.
Younger, and then
Sword again.
hold on.
Oh, and Tree Buddy.
Tree Buddy.
And somebody needs to roll for Froggy too.
I'll do that. Are we serious? Appreciate. Okay, he's got a 7 for initiative. Froggy Boucher. I can't believe we're actually taking him into combat.
All right.
This man. Protect this frog at all costs.
You better believe it. Froggy Boucher is gonna be our little buddy.
I watch Captain Insano. He's my favorite wrestler.
I just want you
he's
to
from Daggerfall, and he's really awesome.
just remember, Froggy. You don't have class levels yet, so you got to be careful. You gotta not put yourself too badly at risk until you get like at least an AC and 1 full hit dice.
All right. So you're telling the story.
Yeah, it would do better with some percussionists,
guys
and then I start to
Hang on.
Does combat begin then and we get a surprise round, or is it just like this is where we start in the round?
This is where we're going to start in the round. That way, everybody has a reaction because I think that things might be a
Well,
little surprising.
if we want to do a surprise round, basically it runs from the top and just they don't get to act
Right. So
because
that
they're surprised.
right, they haven't acted. I
So like
literally got
it
down
goes
to
through
you.
the normal order, and we just all get a turn before they do.
Right. You guys are all in the order, except for Braunhilde. She gets an 11, so she would get to move first. Technically, let me get back around to her.
Okay.
Here we go. There we go.
That's good because I'm far and I'm slow. Where's Younger? Oh, he's in the tree.
Yep.
I didn't see.
Come on. You give me a freaking living tree?
He's your siege tower. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I can move. You said.
Yes, you can move.
Okay.
Um,
I'm sorry. Am I just moving, or is it like a full round?
You have your turn, so
Got
it'll
it,
move
okay.
action bonus action.
All right, I'm gonna just move up and crack this dude coming in low, and I'm all huddled over just a basically big clanking ball of armor in the coming out of the shadows. Not gonna say a word. It's more intimidating that way.
Ah, one of my percussionists has arrived, as if summoned.
25 to hit.
That
I'm
will
assuming.
hit.
And then that's 9 damage, and then my second attack is 17.
That hits, and he blocks it with his shield. Like you kind of hit him in the side. And he comes down and blocks it
Ooh.
with his shield and draws his sword.
Okay.
Rado, you're up.
I will hex the noble.
All right.
Hex. I will give him disadvantage on say perception checks because maybe Froggy can stay stealthy. I will cast hex on him, give him and then I will attempt to stab him with my rapier. So I've been playing my flute, and then I kind of go into a little bit of a flourish, and I sweep my rapier out, and I go, not only was the tree about to descend on people and crack some heads with its branches, but the tree also had allies with weapons and magic. Flash! I attempt to poke. I don't think that'll hit.
Hits his breastplate, kind of. Really
And
cool.
then I will. I'll stay right where I am because I don't want to provoke an opportunity attack from that guy. Actually, no, they can't take reactions when they're surprised, I think. So I'm just gonna move over here and check to make sure that's true. I think surprise is a condition.
All right, Younger, you're up.
okay, so I have a question that I was trying to get out before we got here, but unfortunately, it's a little too late. I was gonna ask you, is it something
Yes.
permissible for me to actually be like up in the tree, like in the branches, so I'm like out of like melee range?
Like riding it like an ent, like a hobbit
I
in
don't-
an ent.
I don't know what an ent is, but sure.
A walking tree.
Yeah, that's more or less. Except I'm the opposite of a hobbit at 8 feet tall.
So yeah, like you can ride it like.
Follow-up
Hang on.
question. Does that provide me any additional cover?
Not really,
Okay.
because he's a swamp tree, so he doesn't have like a whole bunch of branches.
Just real quick. Since you're larger than a hobbit, instead of saying you're a halfling, could we say you're a doubleling?
Yes. Yes.
That
And
that
ladies
feels
and
weird.
gentlemen, that is the quote of the session.
Yeah, okay, I'm cool with that.
Sorry,
And with
still
that, I
Younger.
would like to cast one of my favorite spells, Wrath of Nature.
Yeah! Oh, they're gonna get fucked so bad!
Any area of ground in the cube, so the cube is 60-foot cube. 60-foot cube, I forgot. Draw a shape.
It can get basically all of them, and Bruna and I can just be on the edge of it. Like if you went,
Yeah. It'll be fine.
like from there on,
Yeah, it's pretty big.
you could get all of them, because 1, 2,
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 25,
not
40,
that guy
50,
at the far end, but that's fine.
60. There you go. That's a 60-foot cube, yeah? 60 by 60. These are all 5-foot squares?
Yep.
Yep, looks right to me.
Oh, like I have to get it like off the map some.
You can center it like that if you'd like.
There we are.
As the rocks and branches start coming to life, you hear the knights like, bloody hell! Oh, what the fuck?
Ah,
So
there are the rest of my
like
percussionists.
difficult
Nature
terrain.
herself.
Um,
And the
so
younger
a
guard
question:
of her
trees?
fist.
There are no trees within range of them, are there?
No, but there are some thorn bushes, like here and here.
Okay. So roots and vines. At the end of your turn, one creature of your choice in the ground must succeed on a strength saving throw or become restrained until the spell ends. And I'm going to go with the big ol' important looking dude himself.
He fails. He hasn't taken damage, right? Yeah.
Is not. And then bonus action rock. Loose rock takes 3d8 non magical damage on a hit, and then has to be succeed on a strength saving throw or fall prone.
Okay.
So d20 plus my proficiency, which is a 9.
Who are you hitting?
The same guy that I just grabbed.
All right.
Does restrained strength saving throw?
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Okay.
So the rock hits him,
Mm.
and as his face starts to like slide all over, and then reconnects. Hang on, I gotta put the new token back on here.
Oh damn.
Holy shit, what the fuck are you? Guys, this is not a human, it's a thing. It's a different thing. Don't know yet.
What was he?
Yeah.
I forgot what his turn was.
I don't know, man.
Was it
You're the
the
DM.
Ah, I could just.
Oh yeah, he was first. He had like a 24, I think.
Yeah. Well, which is nice because now he's at the very bottom. So it's just the same as the top.
That was younger. So
To
when
strength
that
saving throw.
happens- Hang on. When that happens, all of the knights go, "What the fuck is that?" At that time, the spies,
Mhm.
these guys in white, pull daggers and actually attack the knights.
Oh my god. What the
Uh,
fuck is going on?
They still have difficult terrain.
I'm
Just in
the
case.
narrator.
Would he have seen that to even know?
What's that? Oh, hang on. Stop it. It's not his turn yet. I'm just saying, like, they're moving. That's younger. Froggy's up. Like, they're like, as they're reacting, everybody's reacting to, like, the doppelganger. So the knights are like, what the fuck? And they're reacting as though the doppelganger is hostile, and the guys in white are being hostile towards the knights as well.
New plan, percussionist friends of mine. Target that thing, and I point at the doppelganger right in front of me, and them, and I point to the spies. Try to spare the knights if you can. They may be innocent.
And it's
Only if you
Froggy's
can.
turn.
I look at my axe.
If you have no
deep in this
choice,
man's kneecap.
yeah, I mean, that guy might be fucked already, and that's fine. Rado was
I
fine with that.
I actually added his damage, so that's 9
Just-
slashing.
just-
minus-
Really?
I
You're
realized,
clarified
listen,
now.
if you want to finish off that one, it's fine. Sorry, no offense, sir.
I'm
I
so-
said to the knight.
I'm so sorry.
Can we just kill the thing? And it's Froggy's
Uh,
turn.
Is he prone?
Fuck, okay.
Who? The doppelganger thing?
Doppelganger.
It is, it is
Yeah, was his strength save.
Oh, he didn't.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
he has
I'm
to do
sorry,
a-
he failed his strength save. Yes.
Oh, so he's prone too. Awesome.
Yes.
All right, so Froggy, Boucher, how much movement does he have? He will. sneak up to the edge. Actually, he'll go here to the edge of the Wrath of Nature area where that spy is. And what does he feel like he's hidden from the spy? Does the spy seem to have noticed him?
Hang on.
Oh, should I roll another stealth for Froggy?
Yeah, would you please?
He's not going to make it. That he would need a nat 20, and it would still only just make the DC. Yeah. Okay.
The guy kind of turns around as he sees Froggy coming and raises his crossbow.
Froggy looks at him and says, "What does he say? You're the voice of Froggy."
Please don't shoot, sir. So have I told you about our Lord and Savior, Radovan? And then he kind of makes his spear attacks and bites and misses both of them.
Froggy needs 2 ASIs and a proficiency bonus before he's going to be effective at anything.
The guy, his reaction is missed.
Oh, okay.
Tree buddy. Tree
And
buddy.
finally, the star of the show arrives. The horrible tree itself, which is actually not that horrible. It's just animate. Sorry.
I'm going to go ahead and... Oh, look, just within range because it has 20 feet of movement.
Yeah. He's prone and restrained. Beat the shit out of him.
So I'm going to have to move both of these guys together. There we are. There we are. Cool, tight. And that tree buddy, where's my character sheet, is going to slam.
Let the boys be boys. Both of those miss.
Both of those, it's only one attack.
Yeah, but it's with advantage.
Okay, gotcha. But that's his turn.
It's now the doppelganger's turn. So he's gonna spend half his movement standing up.
Mm-hmm.
Can he spend movement while he's restrained? Its speed, a restrained creature's speed becomes 0.
Oh, well then, no, you can
He
still
can't,
stand up. You just can't
But
move.
he has to use half his movement.
Half his movement speed to stand up when you're prone. That's right. That's a...
That is
That's-
weird.
That's
Does
weird.
it make sense if he's ensnared in vines that he could stand up from prone? If the vines are coming out of the ground and holding him against it?
He has to make a strength check.
And that's his action, isn't it?
Yeah.
That is a really powerful spell.
Actually, you see him look, and he transforms into a halfling and tries to slide out of it.
Still has to make a strength.
Oh, it's still strength, right?
Yep. First, yep. That's a nat 20. Look at that.
He slides through, does a power, but unfortunately, that's all he can do. This knight turns around and draws his sword on the thing that's his great sword on the guy in white that's trying to attack him, and misses. Wait, hang on. Hits him, just hits him, and then slice right
Cuts him
through.
down. Nice.
Goes ahead and hits again.
Ooh.
That does cut him down. Just
Froggy congratulates him as he gets a burst of XP.
as he falls down dead. The second knight looks at Brunhilde, looks at the doppelganger, looks back at Brunhilde, and goes, "We'll discuss this later." And
Sorry.
steps up and to hit the doppelganger. That misses. That also missed. Oh wait, no, that's both of those hit because he has advantage. No, it's not restrained anymore.
Is
So
he prone though?
He was no
Like when he
longer
broke
restrained.
out? Oh, and then he stood up. Okay.
So,
Damn.
So no. All So both of those miss. Braunhilde, you're up.
So next turn, I have a question. Never mind. It's not my turn. Sorry.
Okay.
Oh, you're fine. I guess I'm gonna move in a position underneath the tree. Yeah, step kind of awkwardly in here. Just take my 2 swings at the doppelganger. Debated just killing the knight in the back, so I wouldn't have to deal with that awkward conversation. But we're the heroes, so
I'm probably
28
going to
hit.
give him a healing word, so we'll
Cool.
at least
28
do
to
a little
hit.
bit of-
That'll
And
definitely hit.
11, and then attack again for 29 and 7. Ooh, my damage rolls are terrible lately. But yep. Then, is there anything else around? I don't think so.
It is bloodied.
Cool. I'm good. I'm not gonna worry about the rest of it.
Alright. This guy.
I'm going to refill my beverage. Right here.
It's gonna beat feet. 30 or 15. 30. He fucks off. This guy.
Can we still see him?
He's in the distance. He made his. Let's see. His full.
If he's
movement
within
is-
120 feet of me, I can Eldritch Blast him if I can see him.
All right. Let's see. So he was here. His full movement is 60 feet. So we'll just take this. 50 plus 60 is 110. He's just within range.
Okay.
This guy, I know he gets hurt as he's moving up, but
He does not actually take any damage. It's just half movement speed.
well, then that works out nicely. As he runs up behind, as the this poor knight's distracted both ways, and he fucking shanks the dude.
What?
For 12 damage.
Yep.
Why are the knights fighting the other dudes? Or
Seems
why-
to be the noble. Like the knights are the noble's men, but the noble has been replaced by a doppelganger at some point. They didn't know, but the spies are aware and
Of the
fighting for the
doppelganger.
doppelganger.
So the spies
So
also
the
need to
knights
go.
are now friendly NPCs, and everything else is hostile.
Got it. Should we be concerned about the guy that's leaving?
I'm planning to throw Eldritch Blast at him. I might not be able to get him though, so
Okay.
yes, because if he gets away, he'll probably alert the fortress that there are invaders coming.
Shit, I wish I should have been paying attention more. I would have run his ass down.
Oh, it's my turn. Shit. Okay.
Yeah.
I will turn and see that guy running and toss out some bolts after him, and I say, "No witnesses."
Both of those will hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
19 total.
What's your party's motto? No witnesses.
Does that kill him though? Is
It
that
does
more
not.
than? Okay.
It
Fuck.
bloodies him badly, but he's still.
If I had hexed him first, hang on, could I have hexed him first? You said he's 110 feet away.
Yeah, your hex was
So
on
I
the
I
doppelganger.
could get if I moved, but I could bonus action if I went.
I have a question. I mean,
could
I know.
bonus. Can I have retroactively hexed him because he's within range? If I do,
Not this.
it'd be an extra 2d6 necrotic. Okay.
I have a question. I mean, so off screen is off screen, but I mean, in the game, but I still be allowed to like run his ass down, like, because I can cast.
No, there's
Expedition
one in the fridge and
Recruitment.
there's half a bag.
It's not directly related to what I asked you, but at the same time, I'm glad to know that there's something in the fridge. But like, just like off screen is off screen, but could I still run it? Like, I could catch him.
I
'Cause
would
I
say,
can-
yeah,
I
with
can move,
Expedition's
like-
Retreat, you probably
I
could.
can move like 110 feet a turn. Like that.
I
my
will.
bonus
So
die.
that my action was to Eldritch Blast. I'll say with my bonus action, I'll do what I have planned. Toss out a healing word to this knight. And say, "I'm sorry, sir. Had I known you were not in league with this creature, I would have not incited my friends to attack you. Please
Oh.
accept my apologies and this healing word."
Oh, hold on. I can just fucking. I'll just be. I can get him next turn.
Younger, you're up.
So that knight heals for 8.
Dope.
Fantastic. I'm going to need this doppelganger to go ahead.
Wait, do you have
And-
anything that can get the guy running away first?
No,
Okay.
I'd have to like drop concentration or like I
That's
can
fine.
have to spell. I'm just like I think I'm like just Junger would be like focused
Sure.
on this creature that's shapeshifted. I'm gonna go ahead and make a spell attack. D20 plus what is it? D20 plus what? What is my normal spell attack?
Oh, perfect.
Plus 9. So yeah, does a 20 hit this guy?
Yes, very much so.
Alright. Cool. He has to make a
What are you hitting?
dex saving throw because I'm using the trees to go ahead and whip him.
Oh.
At
So
the
then
start of
if
your turn-
you roll an attack roll, then it just hits. He doesn't have to make a save, I think.
At the start of each of your turn, each of your enemies within 10 feet of the tree.
The only tree
they
there is
keep-
Tree Buddy.
Yes.
You-
Last session, you said we could use Tree Buddy for this.
Right.
Just make him a walking, freaking. I don't even know what the hell you called him last time, but just a walking weapon.
A siege tree.
Well,
See,
can
he's
somebody
he's a-
please rein me in when I get stoned at DM, please?
I'll try.
I'll allow it because I already said it, but yeah, somebody's got to rein my stupid ass in. Go ahead. So he gets a strength save, yes?
Dexterity saving throw.
Well, is the tree branches an attack roll or a saving throw?
Dex save.
Okay.
That's a 6.
Nice.
Yeah, so he's going to take 4d6 damage.
We'll then roll that 46 damage.
D6. 4.
And then does the rock make a spell attack roll? Maybe. Is that what you were doing?
Non-magical bludgeoning. Yes, so.
But the rock, you throw it, you make a spell attack, right? When it
Right.
goes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was what the spell attack was for. So the 20
Would hit, so roll the
would
damage.
hit with a rock for another 3d8. That fucking spell is so good. I want to play a druid now just so I could use it.
But then there's also the
Higher level druids, man.
And like
But
you have your that just happens at the beginning of your turn, and the rock
Yeah,
is a
but
bonus
bro-
action, so you still have your action, right?
Right.
But
You can
what if
still
you
do
don't-
more stuff.
What if there's nothing around you? Get fucked. Like you're in a city. It's like, oh well.
Yeah, true.
I
But
wouldn't
it
use that
is
spell.
dependent on there being
It's
nature around.
Not
it.
exactly a dungeon crawling strong
No,
spell.
no, it's
like
not.
Only if the dungeon is a forest. True.
Yeah, so
Maybe you have an entire party of druids, and one of them makes trees, the other animates them. I don't
that's true.
Okay,
You could do
so-
the wildlife one.
trees first, then roots and vines, rocks is the bonus action at the end.
Right.
So he takes a 4d6. He's going to have to go ahead and make a strength check or be restrained again.
Nope.
He's restrained. And then the rocks, that was a d20 to attack.
That already hit him. You got
That already hit him.
damage.
I did. That was 19 damage.
Oh, that was the
With
19.
3d8. Mhm.
That killed him.
know. Nice.
So I guess he is prone after all.
And he just stops moving. Like the head just kind of.
Yeah, that's
The one
uh
spy looks. You see him take out a vial, drink it real quick, and he falls down dead.
Wow.
God, I love this.
Alright. We gotta try and get this guy.
Yeah.
Froggy Boucher on his turn will not do anything hostile. He'll just go up to this knight and be like, "Hello."
Hello there. Could I offer you some medicinal mud, please, sir?
I assume he has like a flask of his special mud that he keeps, or
Oh, yes.
multiple
Yeah, he
flasks,
has like
probably.
pouches.
So he gets out some mud.
Kind of does like a poultice.
I like how I'm role playing for Froggy Boucher now. Like, how did this happen? I was gonna say, has anyone noticed how one of the motifs for this campaign is we get creatures and NPCs to come with us for shits and giggles?
Yep.
First it was a fucking roper, then an owl bear, then a tree, and now there's a frog. You know, I love it. I love that this is like the theme of the campaign.
Mhm.
Anyway,
The theme
yeah,
of the
Froggy.
campaign is taking along mascots.
Actually,
and our
Froggy
motto is
Boucher-
no witnesses.
Can he try? Can instead of doing that, can he like try to go over here into the water because he's fast at swimming? and then he'll use his action to dash. And get...
Now there's no connection. This is just like mush and Mark.
Okay, so he won't be able to.
He could swim upstream, but there's no connection here.
He'll just stay there and say hi to the knight.
He offers him a poultice. You guys have one shot at this cat. He's got 10 hit
it's Tree Buddy's turn.
He's already 100 and it's his turn,
No,
so he's doubled his movements. He would have been.
You skip Tree Buddy.
Oh, can
He's younger than Tree Buddy.
110 feet?
No,
He could move
but I have a
40 feet
question
if he
for you.
dashed.
I have
That would get younger to 40 feet closer.
Will you allow the fastball special?
At disadvantage.
With the Furbolg, though?
I
don't know, man.
Throw the Furbolg at disadvantage.
Why not
That's
me?
fine.
I'm right there.
Oh, true. Dwarf is right there. Not that the dwarf is necessarily lighter than the Furbolg.
You tell me what I need to do, sir, and I will click on things.
I mean, if you want to huck a dwarf, I'm totally down with that. I've always wanted to do that.
Yes.
So if you're
even better, huck a dwarf with a tree.
Yeah. So you can huck the dwarf. Go ahead and make it.
I think he's going to take his movement speed first.
Just get a little bit
Oh,
closer.
no, sorry. Actually, he can't do that. He's going to have to pick up the dwarf and then throw the dwarf. Right?
Yeah.
Like, there's no movement first. And I'll let you tell me what I need to
What
do.
if like
He can move
Tree
half
Buddy
his
moved up
movements.
and held his action, and then Bruna ran up on her turn, and Tree Buddy threw her from there.
Or we can just simplify the action and Tree Buddy roll a melee or a ranged attack with disadvantage. Because you're hucking a dwarf.
Oh, I mean, like attack? He has only melee attack.
Yeah, but he's like, okay, there you go. We'll just say that. We'll just call that. So he hucks Bruna. Bruna, roll.
Yes.
Tree Buddy picks you up, kind of upsy daisies you, and just hucks you.
Nice.
You're flying
Can I
fast
have
towards.
given Bruna an inspiration before this happened with my flute? Or is there rounds of combat still? Are we still in initiative?
This is technically still initiative.
Okay,
Tree Buddy.
go for it.
So hucks Bruna at the guy. Bruna, you're flying at a high rate of velocity. You have your axe. You have one chance to make a melee attack. AC is 12.
Do it.
You get thrown.
It's a
Straight roll.
20.
Yeah.
Roll that damage.
11.
Oh my god. So you see, here's what happens.
Can I do it non-lethally? Like if I'm flying, like I want to try to just because I don't think I can.
How do you non-lethally land on someone with an axe after being thrown 60 feet?
I'm assuming I'm being thrown like past Adam. I want to just like baseball bat him with the flat of the great axe as I come back in the back of the head.
No, there's no saving this dude.
Okay.
I don't think he has a chance, man.
Yeah, like at a high velocity. Like it was a.
There's a
straight
great
roll.
axe coming at him.
I just wanted to talk to him afterwards.
If you want to reroll
sure.
at disadvantage, you can go ahead and try and knock.
But the other one proved that they'll sooner kill themselves than talk to us. So
yeah,
this one probably would do the same.
That's fine. We'll just take the damage. We'll let it lie.
Guy, picks up Bruna, hucks him. Bruna's going almost riding her axe like a broom, and then at the very last minute, swings it around and poof, decapitates the guy from behind as his body keeps running for a few more steps.
Younger and I just see the dwarf hurtling through the air, and then it's kind of obscured what happens, I imagine, because it's 60 feet away, but there's just a spray of blood and a head, and the body keeps going, and I just kind of go, ooh.
Brunhilde,
Shouldn't have tried to run.
I'm going to need an acrobatics check for a dope-ass landing.
Sticks the landing.
Okay.
I think at this point, you need to narrate your fucking landing there, homie.
I stick the landing using his legs as stilts cut off at the kneecap, and I'm suddenly significantly
that
inches
is
taller.
So gruesome.
You asked.
You see Brunhilde, like, it wasn't his head. She actually caught him, like, right at the waist.
She replaced the upper three
Like,
quarters of his
no,
body
no,
with her whole
it-
body.
All right, you
So
want
it's
me to narrate it?
Bruna
Just-
and then
No,
chins.
here's what happens. Like, Brunhilde swings by, hits the axe, top of the body falls off. The legs are still going.
Yeah.
From, like, the waist up, she does a barrel roll, tuck, and roll.
It's like someone coming down from parachuting where they walk in the landing.
Or maybe like the way I'm picturing
That's
it,
awesome.
you cut off this guy's upper calf and then you kind of land past him and then walk between his legs as they fall over.
Yeah, like the
Kinda?
legs, because the legs in mid stride would keep going for a little
Yeah.
bit. So like as it's going,
But you're a
about there-
dwarf, so you're not live. You just kind of twist a little bit and then somehow manage to slip between the legs.
and
Yeah.
she's wearing them like hip waders.
my
And she
God.
walks around now an extra 2
Well,
feet taller.
I say to the knights, are you? Were you aware that your noble here was a doppelganger?
Hang on.
Oh my god.
As this guy starts like just ralphing in his
Oh my!
like just just takes his helmet off and just
Feeling a bit queasy, are we? You may be in the wrong line of work.
bloody hell, what was that?
Do I know what the doppelganger was?
Probably. Give me a Arcana check
Arcana?
with advantage. Yeah, you know what a doppelganger is.
That was a doppelganger. They are, they're monstrous creatures who take on the shapes of humanoids, because they like doing it. I don't really know why. They just kind of really, really like stealing people's secrets and their identities and then walking around at.
Nice. And we are going to stop there for today.
Okay.
Froggy has leveled up. He is level 1.
Oh my God.
Feel free to make him a character. Here, yeah, I'll
What?
just fucking here.
No, I have control of it, so I can just turn it into a PC.
Nice.
But like, should I roll his stats? Should I use the standard array, or should I just use the bullywug stats?
I would
Like
use
what?
the bullywug stats because that's what he is.
Okay.
I would like
Can
to
I
say
redistribute his stats?
No, silly man.
He only has a plus. He's got 12s in strength and dex, 13 con, 10 whiz, and 7 int and charisma. That's fine. It's fine. It's just gonna be.
He's also an NPC.
He's gonna use
so-
level 1, so he's not. If we actually like take him into combat, he's not gonna last very long.
That's
So, all right, guys.
I don't know if I want to go to the effort of making a level 1 NPC that's just gonna die.
two
But
things.
thank you, Mike. This was a lot of fun.
I'm glad.
Two things before we head out, guys.
All right.
Russ, thank you so much for allowing the fastball special.
That was good.
1. And 2, I had no idea that was going to happen. Holy shit.
That was excellent. Like,
I've been holding on to that in my back pocket for a minute.
if he'd gotten away, it probably would make the upcoming fortress way harder to evade.
That's not
So-
in the book. I just figured since you guys wanted to have a little adventure with Froggy, I'd throw something in.
So the doppelganger thing, they didn't. That was all you.
Yeah, I came
That's
up with
cool.
that. Like I'm like, oh fuck.
Now we have some traumatized knights to deal with. Oh my God, they're gonna join our retinue. What do you bet they're gonna serve us as knights? We need some knights in our castle.
You do need
These
some-
guys, let's just teach them that we are the only ones who know what are real, and gaslight them into our service.
Oh,
That's what we
Jesus.
do, right?
I love
That's what
an
we
evil
do.
Campaign.
Anyway, now we have
we're
some knights.
not evil. We're morality,
Certainly not nice.
like sexuality. Morality is on a scale. It's fine. This
This is fine.
is fine.
This is
We're
fine. It's
Let
all
me
good.
tell you, I walk away with one of these knights with my arms around his shoulders. I go, let me tell you about the Overton window.
The what?
Thank you very much, Mike. This was fun.
No problem. All right, guys. I will catch his. If we can make it Monday, great. If not, Wednesday. And just be good, stay safe, and take care of each other.
I
You got
I
it.
don't know about this Monday. Reason being is next
Yeah,
week I'm in the office all week.
probably not going to be a game this Monday. Coming.
Okay.
Good to know, because Jane mentioned she
Yeah.
wouldn't be there as well. So
Yeah,
I could,
I,
if you're around, Mike, I could run something just for Miles. We could do something, but you know, uh, what is your Tuesday game about? Oh,
that's
right.
the
Okay.
castle run.
the Castle Run. What?
What level are they, and where are they done the module and starting a campaign now? Like what? I would. Well. Okay. Next question is how many players are there? Could they? Do you have room for another player? And what are their classes? All right. Maybe I'll make a cleric then and join that game. I was also thinking of making a wizard. Do you need a cleric or a wizard more? Like, do you want to keep the NPC cleric and I'll make a wizard? Okay. And this is Faerun, right? Or what? What universe? So could I be like a Drow Dunamancer from Jorhas kind of thing, or is that not feasible? I could be a Drow Dunamancer who's just, or just on anything Dunamancer who's not from Jorhas, not from that universe, just a Dunamancer. A Graviturgist. Probably not a Drow, although I will. I'm probably not going to be a Drow. I would probably play like an orc or a half orc. But I found this thing called. I'll put it in the channel. It's basically an optional variant for using your class to determine your ability score bonuses instead of your race. So it kind of untethers physical attributes from race, and it's stopped. Like if you want to play a charisma caster, you kind of have to be a half elf or a tiefling. It gets rid of that. So can I use that? And then I could make like an orc wizard with an intelligence bonus instead of a strength bonus. That would be my dream come true. I mean, the way races work in 5e baseline is racist. So that's why I bought this optional thing to make it not racist.
Hmm.
And I'll post it in
I guess.
there, and yeah, take care, man.
Ooh, nice.
What time is the game Tuesday night? Okay. I can probably do that. Awesome. Okay. Yeah, I would like to get to know him since he's going to be joining the Wild Map campaign too. I'll put the. Okay, I need to remind myself. I'll let you go momentarily. I'm gonna put the race optional thing in Discord and then make a character for Tuesday. Level 5. Any restrictions or like starting equipment, anything I need to know, or just standard? Okay. Awesome. Thanks. So I'm probably gonna make like an orc wizard, and I will give you some backstory, and then we can work on how I get introduced, I guess. Maybe I'm a prisoner there or something. Who knows? We'll see. Or maybe a reformed cultist. I know there's a reformed cultist background. Maybe I'll be like someone who got into it for power and then had a